What's a hater difficulty? Hater difficulty is when the technological gremlins of your life start hating on your objective. If you gotta, email your boss or text your significant other and your phone not working, those are technological haters. Call them tech haters. Cause I don't know who the hater actually is, but it's hating on my technology accessibilities. Now, all right. So thank you for those who jump back on, who was patient with our tech hate. So check this out. The 49ers, the Philadelphia Eagles. What a game if you were Eagles fan. But low-key, first, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Before I jump on, before I jump going bad, if you will, let me give credit where credit due. I don't care who you are. I've had to play with my fourth string quarterback before. Yeah, that sucks. Because my fourth string quarterback has no intention in playing himself. And at the collegiate level, at least on that moment that I had to play my fourth string guy, he was playing tight end. Or excuse me, he was actually playing tight end. Then that was the third string guy. The fourth string guy was playing receiver. That was a bad year. I didn't win one game that year, though. And that's the first time that's ever happened to me. But, I mean, who's counting? I am. I'm counting. I'm keeping a solid count. All right. So, that's the first deal. The 49ers is, oh, man, the 49ers. The Gold Rush. Oh, man, I'm trying to give you guys my thoughts without being super biased about how I feel about the organization of the Niners. And so I also recognize, like, whenever you plan your third string quarterback who happened to be Mr. Irrelevant, the last man in the draft, expectations just naturally are low. And when expectations are low, you can Red Bull an expectation when they're that low. And so you have a few good games and everybody, oh, he's there. Everyone was waiting and expecting for this dude to have a flash of a rookie quarterback. Period. And then he gets hurt. Then your backup comes in. Then when your backup comes in, Josh Johnson, I think he gets hurt. And then you have to bring Purdy back in because you only have officially 2 on your roster for this game. So that's just a sucky position no matter where you are. But here's where I want to give kudos before we go into all of what they didn't do. They lost Purdy in the first quarter. Early in the first quarter. So consider this. They held the Philadelphia Eagles for the most part, to 14 points for a whole half after Purdy got out. Their first touchdown, Purdy was there. And let's also be honest. The Eagles spotted their offense 14 points. The defense. The Eagles defense just spotted them 14. Like, hey, dog, take that. We got you. Take that. We got you. Hey, they gave the 49ers the Diddy. Take that. All right. So, hey man, where to start? All right. Early on, I spoke to San Francisco on a lot of levels, and it was by way of Jimmy G. Jimmy G, there's now here you go. This kid Purdy, everyone loved Purdy. He's so Purdy. If I don't wish this on him, and I pray that he doesn't have to have major surgery on his shoulder, elbow, or wrist, right? But if he has to get cut, he not throwing by spring, cuz. And if he has to get cut, are you still willing to cut Jimmy G? Because you've been trying to cut this dude for 3 years now. And then who knows what lands. So what you thought was a soon-to-be quarterback controversy, I think we will find the 49ers should do what is sensible, love Jimmy G, play him when he's available, and marinate your two young boys. Because when Jimmy G gets hurt, because if your biggest knock on this dude is he can't stay healthy a whole season, take the good with the bad, dog. You found out about two of your young quarterbacks based on that. And so keep Steady Eddie in the stables, because he the only one who's going to be able to throw this OTAs. He the only one who's going to be able to throw. And so, yeah, it was hard to watch at the end. This was a hard game to watch at the end because you knew Purdy couldn't push the ball downfield. Everything that they were doing was just gimmick. And it was really with the hopes, let's try to be as competitive as we can. That didn't work either. I will say Christian McCaffrey was playing his Rockets off. I like that about the kid. I thought early on, I don't believe that the 49ers had any opportunity to get into their rhythm. Once they lost Purdy on the first drop back pass and it happened to be a fumble, man, this was just like after that, you're kind of in like you're in operation mode. Operation Stop the Bleeding. The game plan, the first 15 plays are scripted, but we don't have our starting quarterback getting tomahawk stripped in the script and him losing his arm. That's not in our script. So once that happens, doctor, scalpel. Can't run that. 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 Hey, what else can we run? Can't run that. Can't run that. Can't run that. That's what that looks like, unfortunately. And so kudos to the coaching staff to be in this game and have to really go road just to be competitive. Shout out to the defensive coordinator. Shout out to that defense. I think they tried to hold the line as long as they could. That's a lot of reps that they were putting on them. But in fairness, the Eagles still, I think, was a better team than the Niners. All right, but here's the kicker on this, though. Different in coaching, and I think you saw it a little bit with the Chiefs and how they managed Mahomes. Look how they doing Hurts over here. See how they putting Hurts in positions to be successful. I talked to it in a bunch of posts. Go on and get in the vote if you got to. Like the Hurts method is, hey dog, my defense, homie. Nah, bro, you don't want none of these problems. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw a bubble. Here's what I'm gonna do, just so you can know my defense is real. Okay, I'm gonna throw 2 bubbles to AJ Brown. I'm gonna throw another bubble or a now screen to Dante Smith. And then here's the other thing. I'm gonna also throw checkdowns to Gainwell. I'm gonna also throw another swing pass to Saunders. And if I have to go downfield, I got Goodert where he can stretches and go downfield and make a big play. And he did. I actually posted the big play he made. And though it wasn't a catch, this is what I'm speaking about a team being wired. This dude, one hand snags it, bang, falls. Hey, rifle. Everyone getting to the line because they know. The receiver don't know if he caught it. Let's get this off before they can get to the review. That was cold-blooded. Love it. That's coaching, people. That is Super Bowl coaching, right? The subtle adjustments you make that when you go back into the film, you can say all you want about what it wasn't, what it was, or what the ref should have did or shouldn't have done. In real time, you got to make some decisions that are either bold or foolish. And when they come out bold is with the thought process, it was a pleasurable result. It worked out for everybody. When it's foolish, it's like, how did they not throw the red flag on that? Because the Eagles were not there to mess around. Like, and I thought the San Francisco defense tried to hold that line as best they could. And this whole thought, I also want to clear this too. If we go into this Super Bowl with 2 injured quarterbacks, beat up quarterbacks, now you're going to see the difference in coaching. Like, anyone can, in my opinion, it's okay for me to call all the plays I got in my arsenal when I got a full tank of gas, new tires on this thing, right? I got every bell and whistle sensory in the car. Yeah, like we could take a trip across the country, right? But then it's a little different when, hey man, like I need some new tires. I ain't got like the oil in there. I probably need to change it. But right now, like I don't have time to get to it to go change it. Where we gotta go? To Philly? Man, I don't know. Well, hey, let me take it to my Uncle No Lie, and Uncle No Lie go tell me if it can get to California or it can get to Philadelphia. Like that's what coaching is. I know that's a reach on the analogy, but ain't no one in that locker room healthy. Coaches are being very creative with small tweaks on a play, small tweak on a personnel, small tweak on a formation. That's going to get everyone a step further into the goal, a mile further, like 2 plays later, like a punt later, like everything is to get to the next opportunity, not especially if it's not touchdowns. And I was explaining to my brother, like Philadelphia, this is not like OK Corral. Pow, 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 pow. Pow, pow, pow. No, bro, that ain't who they are. These dudes are surgeons. They gonna get this knife out on you. And next thing you know, you're like, my arm not working. That's too cheap. You're right. That's not fair. But my point, they're surgical with it. They're surgical with it. Like they're not trying to blow you out the water. They're not trying to, hey, this is a race to 45. Set, go. That's not their MO. They want to thug it out, right? They just want to go blow for blow. And it's fitting. It's Philadelphia. You ain't never gonna go to a Philly game and not see a fight. And it's fan on fan fight. So what you think they gonna do to you? I'm just telling you. Man, I just saw a brilliant game plan by Philadelphia. I saw them keep their quarterback out of harm's way. I saw them condense every formation into a nasty split or a bunch set to broaden the edge if they were going to go drop back and to give multiple run surfaces in the run game. And, they go quarterback sneak it just so you can say, like, this is what we do. What is it, Coach? 31? Run. Hey, run Philly. The new Philly. Run it. That means we hitting you in the mouth. I don't know. I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed the games because I did. And I thought Philly did everything that I expected them to do. Not put Jalen Hurts in a situation where it was drop back city. Not let their defense, look, they didn't lead their defense on the bus. The defense came out ready to go. And then here's the other thing I will tell you. And then this is it. Because we got to keep it rolling. Watching the 49ers lose said everything about the Dallas Cowboys. Coach, man, you ain't right. Why you bringing them boys in here? They weren't even playing. Stay focused on who playing. The Cowboys, they out. I know. And it couldn't escape my mind that the Cowboys lost to this 49ers team. It couldn't, I couldn't get rid of that thought. The Cowboys, who by all right has the defense that should have been able to get after 49ers, has an offensive weapons that could have put 31 points up on the 49ers in the same fashion as the Philadelphia Eagles did. And the last time McCarthy won a Super Bowl in Green Bay, he had two dynamic running backs, and they ran themselves all the way to the Super Bowl with a quarterback who could air it out if they had to. This for all of my Cowboys fans, this one hurt them too. I'm not a Cowboy fan. At all. Don't get me wrong. I think the Cowboys are a solid team. I think they're a loaded team, in fact. But I couldn't help but to think, how did the Cowboys lose to this 49ers team? Because this 49er team, don't get me wrong, they got this little thing going, but it seemed to me that the Cowboys have a very similar mirror as the Eagles, and the Eagles undressed the 49ers. And I don't want to buy that home field advantage, though. I think it matters in Philadelphia. Should that have mattered to the Cowboys? I don't know. But that's what I walked away ultimately thinking. Man, the Cowboys lost to this team? And so, Cowboys, unfortunately, this would have been a Super Bowl to see. The what if Super Bowls. Cowboys, Philly was going. That is one of the things that I felt from the beginning. I felt like Philly was going no matter what, right? And so you could have saw a Philly Cowboys. That would have been cool. You could have saw a Philly Bills. That could have been cool. I don't know. But we're not seeing none of that. You know why? Because we go see Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this is the city of Philly cheesesteak versus baby back ribs. And if you don't eat pork, you going cheesesteak. And if you don't like cheese, you going baby back ribs. All things being the same, because they gonna feel good going in my belly. And that's what I'm cooking for my Super Bowl. What you cooking? We gotta go, Kansas City baby back ribs, and we gotta go Philly cheesesteak. How about low key? I heard they closed Abner's. That was one of my favorite spots. All right. All right, guys, that's it. I am Coach Malik Call. I hope you enjoyed the games. I hope you enjoy being caught up because you are officially caught up. This is Catch Up with Coach. I am Coach Hall. Check us out at 1 o'clock on the bigjab.com. Go download those episodes. And if you have any doubt if Coach Hall is just talking at the gums and he is worth his salt, go download it. You'll find out. You'll be like, oh, wow, he was right. I was. Until next time. Peace.